Welcome back to the Stanley Parable something.
You know what,
Back to the
Stanley?
same
I
line.
say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Oh, alright. So, this direction we shall go.
Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Well, again, I don't know if I'll be able to go backwards. I probably don't want to go backwards
Oh,
because I'm
no,
curious
not
about
you
forwards.
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I might still acknowledge the line. Whoa, 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 whoa. I guess I can't acknowledge it anymore unless it shows up again. Alright then.
A choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Darn, I was hoping the left door would open. And you're not saying anything for me trying to open the left door?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the time
Oh,
stopped.
okay, my controller just vibrated.
Did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What the? All these oddities. In the meantime, well, we just restarted.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Tell me all this.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't trust you. There's gonna be something different here. You mentioned how many restarts was that again? I lost count.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah. What is all this supposed to mean now? You gonna have anything different in the meeting room?
Yet there was not a single person here
No, this
either.
is still the same.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
Back to the mind control facility. Or, again, to
Although
the
this
escape.
passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
You know, I think what I've experienced before, that was more interesting.
Stanley still
But
had every opportunity to turn around and get back
I
on
am
track.
still wondering.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
I just don't know anymore. Not that I should have known anyway after everything that's happened. Ugh. Down we go. I guess that was death. Oh. What now?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
My controller's vibrating again.
Loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Oh, that's a lot more vibration now.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Why would the controller vibrate when nothing was even moving? Okay, which way? Killing me instantly. We have a new narrator for the rest of this? Are we trapped here?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Ooh. This would be one interesting office. Nah, maybe it's just an exhibit of some sort. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. The corridor had been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in a good time. Let's take a look. Does this match up? Yeah, I'll take your word that this matches up. And this is where we make that one choice. Left or right. Even more office computers. Really like solitaire, but apparently you don't like me playing it. I'm just turning them off. Sure. Doors 1, 2, and 3. What happens if I enter one of them? I can't enter them at all! Button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Okay, can I reach 3? Yep. Okay. And we even get credits. What a world this is. Again, left or right. Any more directions that we can take? An early version of the maintenance room. Hey. Nice. And we can't use a photocopier. If it's coin-operated, then that would be pretty cheap. Let's see what we got to the right as well. I have a feeling they would both lead to the same place anyway. The office clock. Yeah, I think they're going to lead to the same place. We gotta look down there. I guess there's not much. So, Even the elevator buttons and the freedom ending as it existed in beta. And the countdown room. Wow. You have to look at a lot of this stuff. But these... I can't even reach the elevator buttons. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember which way was up and down and placed the two endings together instead. Never think of the up button. So many ideas. A Zending model. The Zending West went through many iterations. This room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Have I seen the Zending yet? I don't think so. These levers were originally a part of the Zending, and the player would pull a lever, and the narrator would describe what color lever they had pulled. And, old friend, the old pause menu. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this is what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Restarted from the escape menu. I think I actually did that once. And we even have trailers. But can we even see the trailers? We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, which meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Well, maybe something else to check. There is going to be a lot here. Even the meeting room. You can first choice, obey, disobey, and yeah, even that detour to the confusion ending. Oh, maybe I got to see if there's anything that I missed. Yeah, probably not in this room. Maybe in another room. Those are some nice windows. The flow of hallways following the first 2 doors was important to get right, since players will replay there so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. We can't break out any of these windows now, can we? The apartment timer. In a previous version, in the choice ending leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. I think it's been more than 15 seconds by now, so is the timer going to reset? Yeah, it is going to reset. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Wow. Whoa. More? Fewer? More? Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of those who like shooters, which was not our intention. Going crazy and a lot of stuff. Wait, green light. Okay. In September 2012, we submitted Stanley Parable to Greenlight, Valve's process of approving games for Steam. The Greenlight page had only a series of cryptic photos, which were still enough to win the community's approval. That is actually kind of amazing. an early version of the maintenance room. Yeah, we're back to this again. So, doesn't look like there's too much more to explore here. But I'll keep looking for what we might have. Maybe other endings next time.